Guess what? If you're feeling unappreciated, all you need is people to appreciate you, especially the ones you love, especially the ones that you're going out there busting your ass for day in and day out, week in, week out, year after year. If they just start appreciating you, guess what? All your problems go away. I'm calling bullshit on that. I heard, most of us have probably seen, there's the old cowboy guy getting interviewed by Chris Williamson. If you're not familiar, it's kind of a viral clip where he's talking about how men could probably go without therapy if the people that they're connected to, particularly your lover, your children, would just appreciate you more, would just really acknowledge the sacrifice you're making on their behalf, that you would, all your emotional problems would go away. If you think that's gonna be good enough to solve your problems, I say prove me wrong and prove him right. Because first off, how are you going to get people to start appreciating you that you don't feel appreciated by? How do you get people to change? How does that happen? The minute you have to start depending on somebody else's validation, right? This is a validation issue. You've already lost control over the situation. You have no control from the onset. And again, the root of our problems isn't the fact that people don't appreciate us. If you feel unappreciated, unloved, this is an internal problem. This has nothing to do with the people around you right now. This has to do with what the fuck you experienced when you were a little tiny kid, 0 to 10 years old. Whatever that family dynamic was, usually dysfunctional, usually abusive, usually the parents were emotionally unavailable for you. And so you felt like a burden. You felt like you had to do certain things in order to get their time, their attention, their love, their affection. Does any of this connect? If any of this is kind of making sense, stay tuned. If it don't make no sense and you're just figuring, you know what, I don't know, man, I'm just going to keep watching my team. I'm going to keep looking for the answers outside of myself. Something's going to get me to feel better. Something's going to help me to have a little bit of relief from myself. Well, what is that? What has actually worked for you? Has your team winning a championship, did that change your life? Did your favorite politician winning, did that change your life? Did that change your emotional state of being? Did someone telling you they love you, did that change how you felt? More times than not, that one actually works temporarily. Because here's the thing, most guys that I'm talking to, women too, we've all been hurt. But we've all been told, I love you one day, and the next day it's like, poof, they're fucking gone, man. They're gone. And then what? Then what are you doing? Then you find yourself in a place of isolation, desperation. You have a trauma bond with that person, right? And it's like, you don't feel like you're worthy because someone one day told you they loved you and the next day they totally ghosted you, man. They walked out of your life. So at the root of all of this shit is the fact that we need to do the internal work. You have to change your concept of self. You have to love yourself so unconditionally, so authentically and genuinely that ain't nobody, whether they show up, they come in, they leave, whatever they do, it doesn't change who you are. Think about that. Think about the power of that. Think about you being so centered on who you are. And I'm out here, man, in the dirt. I'm in the dirt today, walking the trail in the dirt, because this is one of those practices that centers you. It grounds you to the earth. The earth. We're grounded. You're centered on yourself. Whether someone comes into your life and walks out, whether someone comes in and stays, it doesn't matter. Do you appreciate when people come into your life and show you love, show you affection, are thoughtful towards you, are kind towards you? Yes, but we've all experienced, I know I'm talking to adults here, we've all experienced heartbreak. We know what it is. And I think even in this day and age, with the way that the dating is so, it's awful. Everybody's wounded, everybody's guarded, everybody's, still in love with someone from the past. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm fucking wrong, man. And what we need to be in love with is the person we see in the mirror. That person needs all of your love, unconditional love. This is how you heal. This is how you grow. This is how you become magnetic. This is how you attract the real love that you desire. It's to become it. The real flex is to write down the dream partner that you can imagine in all ways, in all personalities. You literally flesh this out. Who is this person? Are they loving? Are they kind? Are they available? Are they faithful? Are they loyal? Are they healthy? Are they athletic? Are they adventurous? Are they intelligent? Are they sexy? Are they a good cook? Are they someone that understands forgiveness and acceptance? I mean, you literally flesh this out inside and out. You literally put it all down on paper. As many thoughts and characteristics that you could imagine for your most incredible dream person, dream boy, dream girl. And then you become that person. You don't go out there looking for them. You become it. It's the law of attraction. This is the law of attraction. You attract who you are. So if you're getting out of a relationship and that person was unavailable emotionally, guess what? It's a sign that you're unemotionally available to varying degrees. But that's what connects you. If you're hearing my message and it's triggering you, and you're seeing something in me that's sort of like making you feel uncomfortable, making it some truth that you don't want to really hear about, right? It's because I'm speaking something that I have lived through, that I have overcome, that I have worked through, and it's something that you're experiencing as well. The law of attraction isn't just sexual. It is literally communal, platonic, like this. And so the answer to all your problems are within you. It's not without. It's not finding the right person to love you just the right way, right? I remember I've been in relationships where, my partner, their need was to feel safe and secure. Most women's need is to feel safe and secure. The thing is do they feel safe and secure within themselves? Because if they're searching for someone that's safe and secure, it's probably because they've been through a lot of things and they don't feel safe and secure within themselves. So they need you to be the safe and secure person. And that's beautiful if you can provide that. But if you can't, then obviously there's going to be a lot of conflict, because they have an expectation that, hey, I'm supposed to feel safe and secure with you. But if you're emotionally unstable as a man, or you're just bottling up, shutting down, and being avoidant, they're not going to feel safe and secure. And that's why it's like everybody does need to kind of go into their corners and work on themselves. Because you can't change other people. You can inspire change. You can try and be a model for change. This is what I'm attempting here on this Results Kill Excuses channel. I am trying to demonstrate and speak life into you and hopefully inspire the change that I know is possible, because everything that I have accomplished, everything that I have been through is what I'm speaking. I'm walking the fucking walk. And now I'm talking the talk because I feel fully secure in myself. I'm not seeking external validation like I used to. And when I was seeking that external validation, primarily from a woman, it was because as a child, I was made, it's not even made, I felt like I wasn't good enough. I felt like I was a burden. I felt a sense of abandonment when my mom went and started a second family. I wrote that I was abandoned, that I'm no longer the priority. And thus I was always seeking the nurturing and the affection from women, when it's like it was a wounded child trying to track down the next mommy version 2.0 versus being fully rooted and grounded in my masculinity. Now you're listening to the super dad. If you've been paying attention to the content I put out there, you got your inner child, your adult, and your parent. Greg right here, Results Kill Excuses, the greatest accountability partner on planet Earth. This is Super Dad. And I had to create this, man. I had to create it. I had to go in and reprogram and redefine who I see myself as. Y'all want the game, that's the game. Nobody can do it for you. But I can show you and guide you through that. And it starts with this sense of self-discovery. Right now you have some self-destructive, self-sabotaging behaviors. Because you can't even sit. You can't even sit without feeling uncomfortable about who you are. Needing something or someone on the outside to make you feel good about yourself. Look, I love you so much. You're such a incredible, amazing, beautiful, handsome, sexy human being. I love you unconditionally. That's coming from the abundance from within me. I'm not saying that as a form of manipulation, but how many times do you tell people you love them and it's out of manipulation? It's like it's a mantra. It's to get something from them. That's very unhealthy. That's toxic. And that's what the society is plagued with. We don't want to do the work. When I say we, I've done the work. What about you? Are you willing to do the work? If you are, right now is like an incredible time. It's turning into winter. Most people, the days have gotten short, the nights, you're kind of sitting there, and a lot of y'all are bored and kind of depressed because the days are so short and it's dark by, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's like, that's a perfect time to type in Results Kill Excuses into your app store, download the app, and literally start going through the next 5 weeks, giving yourself permission to do the 5 courses that are in there. One by one, print out the worksheets, watch the videos, really do some self-reflecting. It's all guided. It's all guided. It's a guided tour of self-discovery, something I wish I had had when I was in your place. But because I didn't have it, I created it. And these are things that worked for me. These were where I found results, solutions to how I felt, solutions to my problems. And you can do the same. But a cowboy guy talking about if people would just do X, that somehow you would feel why. Yeah, in a perfect world, great. Let's all fucking sing Kumbaya. For sure. I just need everyone to validate me. That poor guy, he's missing some work himself. We need to validate ourselves. We need to be centered and grounded and rooted on ourselves. That's when you become magnetic as fuck. That's when you're going to attract the love of your life, someone that truly is equally in that state. That's going to love you for you, because in you, they see them, and you guys are both continuing to wake up every day trying to be the best version of yourself. See, most people, myself included, I got married when I was 19. I was in the military. I got married when I was 19. It lasted 21 years. But what happened was you had two kids, essentially. She was not 18, that were needing the other person to run away from their pasts. And again, it didn't last. We've both had to do a lot of work to heal. You can't avoid the healing work. You can keep on numbing out, self-medicating, and doing toxic forms of self-soothing, right? True self-soothing is this, man. It literally is barefoot walking, breath work, sun gazing, listening to some positive affirmations, laying down in bed, putting your hands on your heart and maybe your abdominal, doing some breath work, connecting with how you're feeling, where's this coming from? And it's literally just sitting in it, sitting in the uncomfortable. Maybe some of you have watched the video of me jumping into cold ass water. It's the same thing. It's turning the uncomfortable into a place of comfort. It's knowing that you have the power. You have the power right here, right now, to heal all your emotional wounds, to reprogram everything you've been through that's caused you harm, that's caused you emotional wounding, that you think you need somebody on the outside to love you more so that you can feel better about yourself, so you can feel whole and complete. That's not it. If it is, prove me fucking wrong. But a lot of people, you're using all of the shits and giggles, the humor, the sarcasm, as what? As a way to deflect your pain, your real pain. They always say, it's like you look at all these comedians of old, a lot of them killed themselves. They say some of the funniest guys on the planet are actually the people that are hurting the most. Is that you? Do you use sarcasm to mask your pain? Do you use drugs? Do you use alcohol to mask your pain? Do you use people to mask your pain? The emptiness within. It's an emptiness. There's a void. You need to fill that void with love from you. You loving yourself. And I won't forget to connect. There's this spiritual gap that needs to be connected. In doing this, a lot of people they just hear it as like it's all this self-contained thing. When you start to go inward, looking in the mirror, and doing this self-improvement work, right? It takes a season or two, maybe even an extended period of time of isolation, of separation from people and distractions and all the stuff. Like, turn all that off. Can you? Do you have the power to shut all that shit off? And just work on you? I can guarantee you'd have some of the most incredible transformational experiences if you had the courage to do that. If you had the courage to just do that. And I'm offering you 5 weeks of free self-discovery work. Just getting through that is going to get you next level. And I have a 12-week master course that I haven't launched yet because I'm trying to build up people into this self-discovery process. But the real game is going from self-discovery to self-improvement for an extended period of time, which leads you towards self-mastery. I have a 12-week program, the Transformational F Journal, that is ready to rock, but you're not. You're not ready for that yet. So we're going to launch some challenges, 24-hour challenge, a 72-hour challenge, a 7-week challenge, on top of the first 5 25 lesson courses for self-discovery, right? And I'm grateful to those of you that are connecting, those of you that are leaning in, that are hearing my voice. Is this message for everybody? Hell no. What I'm talking ain't popular. This is not popular. What's popular is sports and entertainment. What's popular is going out and getting drunk, right? What's popular is getting high. What's popular is negative thinking. What's popular is pretending to be somebody you're not on social media. Being funny, being silly, being cute, needing that attention. That's what's popular. What's not popular is saying, you know what, fuck all that shit. I'm gonna do self-improvement. I'm gonna work on me. And it is the most empowering thing you could ever do, is working on yourself, investing in yourself. Every minute, every hour, every day, every week, every year that you invest in you, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you reap all the rewards of that. But so many of us, we have such a low self-confidence, low self-image, that we don't feel we're even worthy to become the best version of ourselves. That doesn't even register. We're like, what? I don't want to be the best version of myself. Humans are the only ones, man. A little rabbit, a little bunny rabbit running around the ranch wants to be the best bunny rabbit it can be. These weeds want to be the best weeds they can be. The deer, the bird, the eagle flying wants to be the best that it can be. Humans, we're the only ones that want to hold on to all of the past, all of our thoughts, all of our emotions, all of our wounds, all of our limiting beliefs, and say, no, I don't want to be the best version. I'm okay. Like a little tantrum. And that tantrum is coming from your inner child that really needs you, the adult I'm talking to right now, to step up and to become, to transform yourself into the super parent, to show that inner child that they are loved, that they are safe, that they are secure, that they will not be abandoned. And guess what? That any time they need to say something, they'll be heard, and that they are seen. But can you stop? Hit the pause button, hit the delete button on all the distractions to truly cultivate this beautiful relationship that needs to be nurtured within you. This is the answer. If you can bridge the gap between, I ain't got time for that kid shit, knowing that you still act immature. This was my problem, right? When I was starting to feel unloved or thinking that a partner was going to abandon me, holy fuck, man. Not only did I go into self-sabotaging mode, I would act immature, like a tantrum. And that's because the little kid was so fucking afraid, needing this person to make him feel safe, to make him feel that it's okay, that he's loved, that he's good enough. I needed the other person to do that. Nobody can do that for you. You need to show yourself, to connect with your inner self, that and to go through that stuff. And so many people, when I say it's your fault, right? Assume that. It's like, man, what a head fuck. to have to be like, it's not my fault, it's not my fault, mommy and daddy did all that, or whoever did it, you don't understand. It's like, I do understand. What I understand is we have to transcend the ego. The ego wants you to feel that you can blame someone else for your problems, for your pain, for your circumstances. And that's fine. But how is that going to change them? By you blaming everyone else, how does that create the positive, inspired action necessary for you to transcend? That means to overcome any challenge, any situation that you find yourself in right now. How? How does the blame game do it? It doesn't. So I am trying to inspire you to empower yourself to say, you know what, I'm going to take extreme ownership. And that takes maturity, it takes clarity, and it takes a spiritual understanding that everything that you've experienced in this life did not happen to you like a victim. It happened for you. And you say, for what? For you to grow spiritually, for you to truly take this quantum leap of faith to say, okay, maybe it's not your fault, but it's your responsibility. What is your responsibility? To forgive, to let go, and to truly start to improve yourself, to become the best version of yourself. What does that mean? The best version of myself. Where do I start? How do I begin? It's by acknowledging that when you look at your life and you imagine this higher version of yourself, and you look at who you are currently, you have to be willing to sacrifice the now for the next. And the now means everything from the past. Because if you're living in the now, you're carrying around bags full of shit that is all outdated. And you need to be inspired by the next version of who you can be, the best version. Humans, I don't understand why we're so stubborn, why we have to think through this. I'm not here to convince you. I'm speaking this life into the world, and I know I'm reaching people all around it. Because your time is now, my time is now. Is it for everybody? I've already said no. It's not popular. Do I think we'll get to a place where self-improvement is the biggest flex on planet Earth? Yes. Yes. Doing life on life's terms, that's the biggest flex. I was talking with someone the other day. They're struggling with some chemical dependency. Chemical dependency. There's codependency, which is chemical dependency in and of itself. And it's just, I think for so many people, it's just so hard based on your habitual patterns that you've programmed yourself to think about doing life without someone or something. And thus, that's this process of addiction. There are stages of addiction. First, it's like experimenting, then it becomes regular use, then it becomes risky use, then it becomes codependency, and then it's full-on addiction. You can't do life without something or someone. And when you look at it, what happens, and this brings back another train of thought from earlier, I got married at a really young age. And even though I was ambitious, she was somewhat ambitious, we stunted each other's growth by jumping into marriage way too early, way too soon. And most people, when they think they found the one, it's like most of us just kind of like say, cool, I've done it. My life is complete. How many of you are you needing somebody to love you for you to feel like life is complete, like life is worth living and living it to the fullest? And if that is the case, well, you need to look in the mirror, because that's the person that is needing you to fall in love with them. and to give them your unconditional love, to give them the trust through your actions that you're never going to abandon them. Again, looking in the mirror. And I promise you, you're going to attract somebody that shows up like that for you. And isn't going to try and stunt your growth, isn't going to try and limit your success because of their own insecurities. And I've had that happen too. I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for me. Fuck, I still root for me every single day. I'm my biggest fan. And that's not narcissistic. That's not an egomaniac. That's confidence. Right? I'm proud of who I've become. I am so proud of myself and what I've accomplished. Going from the rock bottom, self-destructive, self-sabotaging, self-sacrificing behaviors that always left me worse off, to going through the self-discovery process. And I had to navigate this in an uncharted way. And yet I've charted a course, and I'm now offering that to you. And I'm offering even more than just that. Right now, I know y'all have seen the promotion at least once, which is to win an opportunity to literally win a priceless gift of getting one-on-one coaching, mentoring, and accountability from yours truly. 1 month, 3 months, 6 months. And all I'm asking for you, because I don't want to just give it away because we take it for granted, is to go out, purchase some results kill excuses gear, cover yourself in something that's going to support you, that's going to elevate your own sense of worth, your own sense of accountability. The brand in and of itself is a symbol of no more settling, no more allowing for your bullshit lies and excuses to take control over your life. You're taking your power back. When you start to don the results kill excuses brand, it is a symbol to yourself that you are taking your power back. It's a gift worth giving to somebody you know that is looking and searching for some answers. Give it as a gift. Give it to yourself. And give yourself an opportunity to win an incredible prize. I appreciate all your guys' support. I'm here for you. I'm here to serve. I am on this planet right now to serve. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to take care of my people. But I am here to serve you and everyone else that is yet to be reached. Because I know that this message is a message of life. I know that this is the truth. This is the process. You have to go through the self-discovery. You have to create some new habits, some morning rituals that set you up for success. And you have to be willing to go into the deepest, darkest part of your soul, where the truth lies, with eyes and a heart of compassion and understanding and forgiveness. Because in there, you're going to find that, yeah, it's not all your fault. But I promise you, some of the things that have happened to you, you've done to others. You've hurt others, others have hurt you. And that's why it becomes a wash. That's why it becomes a place where you just say, you know what? I'm going to set everyone free. I need my freedom. They are free. I am free. You wash it over with real, sincere forgiveness, compassion, and understanding that everything happened for your growth, for their growth. Because it never ends. If you get into the blame game, it never ends. Okay, somebody hurt you, and you've hurt others, and they've hurt others, and then the people that hurt you, they were hurt by someone else, and generational and generational and generational. It never ends. We just continue to pass on our pain. Be the one. Be the one to end the vicious cycle of passing on pain. Draw a line in the sand and say no more. Enough's enough. And it starts by healing yourself. You heal yourself, you're going to change the world. And you'll change the world because you will become a beacon of light of what is possible. It's something that I'm doing, and it's something that I know every single one of you that hears this message, that is listening to the message, you are also being called. Whether you realized it or not, you have a gift inside of you. Give yourself permission to become the best version of you. Settle for nothing other than success. And the way you become successful is by believing in yourself, believing you're worthy. And a lot of that is going to take some reprogramming. And I'm here to help you do that. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Take some time to do some self-discovery work, to do some self-improvement. Look in the mirror. Look in the mirror for the answers. Look within. It's all right there in front of you. I love you guys. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.